Registering for the HST or GST is actually pretty easy, and we're going to talk about how to do it. Generally, the way to register for the HST or GST is over the phone. You call the Canada Revenue Agency and tell them you want to do it. Within about 5 minutes, you're done. But it's still a good idea to know about two things before you start. The first thing you want to know about is, how often would you like to file returns? Filing a return means calculating how much HST you owe the government. Now, you have the option to file monthly or quarterly or annually. Filing more often than annually is something that CRA demands of businesses that are grossing at least $1.5 million per year. If you're grossing a little less than that, you can file once a year. Now, I personally prefer it because the calculations that I need to do to calculate your HST owing are using the same figures that I use to calculate your income tax owing. So it's kind of convenient to do everything at once, and I like only doing paperwork once. Now, some people don't like filing once a year because they feel that GST or HST is building up in their bank accounts and they don't really know what they owe, and it makes them uncomfortable. If that's the case for you, you can remit income to the government in between filing, just to make sure it's out of your hands and in theirs. Then when it's time to file your return, if you've remitted too much, they'll give you a refund. And if you haven't remitted enough, you pay the difference. So that can take that stress out of it. If you'd like to file more often, of course you're entitled to do that. It just means that you're going to have to be making calculations more often. Now, the other thing you want to consider is, on what date would you like to start to be registered? From the date that you become registered, you must begin to collect it, and you must kind of keep track of what you're spending in terms of HST. That can be awkward if the date is sort of awkward. For example, if you register for March 6th, that means that the first part of the year from January 1st to March 6th is going to be calculated one way, and the rest of the year is going to be calculated another way. So you might want to either register on a date that's a little bit behind you or a little bit ahead of you, whichever makes things more convenient for you. If it's late in the year, consider registering for January 1st of the next year. It can make your calculations a little easier in that first year. Once you've decided how often you want to file and what date you'd like to start, give CRA a call. I will put the phone number in the description below. And in 5 minutes, you'll have your number and you'll be ready to go.